We're good.
Ready? To reiterate, welcome to the opening session of SPALC. I'm gonna have Lois go ahead and start with our check-in today. Okay.
Good evening, my name is Lois DeBay. I am the Chief Negotiator for SPALC. I am fine. Missing is Laura Rosen and Jackie Lineberger. And Deborah Evans.
Jackie Lineberger and Deborah. Okay, keep going.
I have no time constraints, no elephants, and expectations is to make progress.
Good afternoon. My name is Arlise Williams. I am the president of SPALC. I am doing well. Missing has been noted. Time constraint of 7, no elephants, and my expectation is also to make progress.
Good afternoon, my name is Patrice Coates. I am VP of Instructional Support. I am wonderful, missing has been noted, no time constraints, and no elephants, and expectations, make progress.
Hello, my name is Roger Wilson. I'm Vice President of SPALC. I'm doing great. Missing has been noted, no time constraints, no elephants, expectations, make progress.
Good afternoon, my name is Victoria Davis, my clerk typist. I'm great. Missing has been noted, no time constraint, no elephant, and expectation is to make progress.
Good afternoon, my name is Chris Cox. I'm doing well. Good afternoon, my name is Chris Cox. I'm doing well. Missing has been noted, no time constraints, no elephants, great progress.
Hello, I'm Robert Dodig. I am the Chief Negotiator for the district. I am well. We have a number of folks missing. Some will be here late, but I will list them. Heather Leonard, Alex Borzanski, yep, Coris McIntosh, Dr. Kurtz, Michael Robichaud, and Cheryl Neely. Neely. Oh, I'm sorry. Sealy. No. No, Shannon's not on the team. Is there a thing over there for Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta need to double check. If she's not here, that's my fault, so, yeah. I have no time constraints. Maybe I should. I have no elephants, and I would like to get off to a good start. That's my expectation.
Elizabeth Brinkley, Coordinator Comp and Labor, doing well. Missing has been noted. No time constraints, no elephants, and off to a good start. Sounds good.
Good afternoon, my name is Amy, and I'm doing just fine. I'm the Chief Financial Officer with the school district. Missing is down, my time constraints are, and I apologize this evening, I will have to leave at 6:15. No elephants, and my expectations are that we get off to a great start.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Kelfie, Payroll Director. I'm doing well. Missing has been noted. No time constraints, no elephants, and expectations are make progress.
Good afternoon. My name is Fernando Vasquez. I'm the Director of Professional Standards. I'm doing well. The missing have been noted. I have no time constraints, no elephants in the room, and my expectation is to get off to a great start and learn more about the processes. This is my first time being on this committee.
Hello, I'm Teresa Bowen. I am the Director of Exceptional Student Education. I am doing well. My missing is noted. I do have a 5:30 time constraint, no elephants, and I want to get off to a good start.
Good afternoon, my name is Roger Lloyd. I am the Executive Director of Transportation. I'm doing well. Missing has been noted. I do not have any time constraints. I do not have any elephants, and I would like to make good progress tonight.
Good afternoon, my name is Candy Messenger. I am the Director of Food and Nutrition. I'm doing well. Missing has been noted. I have no time constraints. I have no elephants. And my expectations are to get off to a good start.
Good evening, my name is Barbara Cedino. I'm the Director for Maintenance Services. I'm doing well. Missing as noted, no time constraints, no elephants, and expectations as others to get off to a good start.
My name is Mark Van, I'm the Assistant Principal at Veterans Park Training for the Arts. I'm doing well. Missing is noted. My no time constraints, there's no elephants. My expectations are get off to a good start.
And
My name is Amy French. I'm the coordinator in the Professional Development Department. I'm doing well today. Missing, we do have Donna missing tonight. She'll be back next week. I do not have any time constraints, nor do I have any elephants. My expectations are helping meet these expectations. Okay, on our agenda here, we have time constraints, but I'm just going to assume they were part of this. Okay. And so we have to establish our norms when we first get together as a team here. So we will go ahead and get those started. It is just Mark and I tonight, so please have a little grace with us as we take notes. Okay, does anybody want to start with a norm?
I can, which is begin and end on time.
Begin and end on time, one of my favorite ones. Anyone else? Lois?
What was that, beginning and end time?
Beginning and end time, yeah.
Transparency, clarity?
I'm sorry, transparency?
Yeah, clarity.
Transparency, clarity, is that a norm or interest or? You want to say?
Like, be transparent? Yeah, that can be.
Okay, that works. Yep, I'm sorry, Rob?
It's okay. Silence your cell phones.
Silence your cell phones. Anybody else?
Be respectful.
Be respectful. Most, you know. Okay.
I'd like to add issues, not individuals.
Issues, not individuals, good. Go ahead. Oh, where's my, Brad? Nope, pass, okay. Robert?
Yeah, I'm not bad at this one. Limit sidebars.
put 7%. Arlene, did you have one, my friend?
Yes, we would like to receive the minutes before the next meeting.
Receive the minutes for the next meeting?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Can I just say minutes before the meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Assume good intentions.
My favorite. Thank you. Yes, assume good intentions. Any other minutes? Or minutes, any other forms? Arliss,
Stay on task.
stay on task? They were. So, Mark, you want to read them back
Yep.
as we have them?
We have begin and end on time, be transparent, silence cell phones, be respectful, issues, not individuals, limit sidebars, receive minutes before the meeting, good intentions, and then stay on task.
Can we just make that assume good intentions?
Okay.
Okay. Anybody have any others they want to add? This is a living document. We can always add to it if we need to. Did you have anything you want to add, Rob?
No, I just say that's the best way to do it for me, is just add as we go.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good, okay.
Ongoing conversation.
I'm sorry, can I get a show of thumbs if you agree with these norms as they are now? Excellent, there's your first circle, off to a successful start. All right, on our agenda next is our calendar. Do we, are we would have schedule some additional days, or how do we want to do this for calendar?
Well, I just want to clarify that we are meeting next Wednesday to make up for the spring break Monday.
Okay. Can we put it right down here underneath our expectations? Is that
So we're meeting on the 13th instead of the 18th.
Put this right there. So we're meeting on the 13th?
Correct, instead of the 18th.
Okay. Meeting on the 13th instead of the 18th.
And then, unfortunately, I think we have another day. April 1st is Easter Monday. So we can't meet that day, and I think, oh no, so we're meeting the 2nd.
Okay, so we're meeting 4/2 instead of
4/1,
4/1.
correct.
So March 13th.
I'm glad we're closed on it, April Fool's Day.
Yeah, right here. Okay.
And then we'll pick up the Mondays again on April 15th. So I think we're good for now.
Okay.
I mean, that's my thought. I don't know what SPALC believes.
So Mark's going to capture that, but what it is going to say is 3/13 instead of 3/18, 4/2 instead of 4/1. And then starting on Monday, 4/15, we go back to our every other Monday. Do we need to add anything to that? Arliss?
Yes, we need to have a conversation with our team. We would like to choose another date because I have meetings every Monday. And yeah, so I have a conflict with my schedule.
So Mondays, you need to
We can do the ones that we have chosen so far, but after that, we're probably gonna request to change the day of the week.
Okay. Rob?
So we have SPALC Labor Management Wednesday. Maybe we can talk about that there because we have room issues.
Okay, well.
One thing that's kind of been set in stone is that we have this room on Monday nights.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it. We'll just have to find a night other than Mondays for you all when we can have this room, so.
Okay, thank you.
So, but for right there, we're okay. At least you have any other concerns about that? Well,
No.
okay,
Thank
so,
you.
okay. Mike came in late, so we'll get him caught in, or checked in. Mike, do you prefer to go by Michael or Mike?
Mike is fine.
Mike is fine, okay. All right, we'll have you go ahead and check in.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike Robichaud. Sorry for late today. I am the Director of Insurance and Benefits Management. I'm doing well. Looks like missing is noted. I do not have any time constraints tonight. No elephants in the room, and we'll make progress.
Thank you. Okay, after calendar, then we have an overview of interest-based process, and I sincerely apologize, I wasn't prepared with anything. So we have a couple of new team members, welcome. Teresa, have you been on the process before?
Yeah,
Okay, you have, okay. So welcome, Fernando. We're glad to have you here. So the interest-based process, I don't even know when it started, before my time, I've been here 17 years, so it's been going on a long time. But it really does help us move the work forward with our establishing of our norms, like assuming good intentions. We're all here for the same purpose. So we do have some processes and some procedures that you'll note. We check in every time, make sure that we are prepared and present for our meeting, making sure if there's any elephants, we can take care of those before we can move on. We do capture everything on this chart paper. It may seem a little archaic, but we do that so that we can post them and everybody can go back to them and refer back to them. And then someone magically takes notes from them and creates the minutes. So, yes, it's been a process that's worked very successfully for us. How many years has it been going on? Does anybody know?
I think since around like 2000.
Okay.
Yeah.
24 years. That's great.
I just wanted to say, in your notebooks, there is a 2-pager that's been provided, which is an overview of the interest-based process, which is helpful. There's bullet points in there, so.
We do start talking, each side can open up 2 articles, and then Article 10 and Article 11, which is compensation is Article 10, insurance and benefits is Article 11. Those can always be open. And then at the beginning, when we open the article, you'll see here we start capturing some information in a snapshot before we actually start talking about some options. So this lets us capture both sides, can share what their story is about that article. We want to start declaring our interests so that when we create options, we can refer back to these interests to say, are they meeting our common shared interests? And if there's any data requests we need to help us make good decisions, we'll give those data requests to whoever needs those. Okay. All right, well, we'll go ahead and move on. And we're going right into snapshots. So I got one started for snapshots. Okay, so what is our first article that we're going to address, Rob?
Yeah, the district's interested in reopening Article 6, really for one limited reason, and that is to discuss, sorry, Mark.
I dropped the mark and I heard my back, so it's opening that falls.
And that's to discuss uniforms, namely shoes, for mechanics and shop supervisors.
Mechanics and shop supervisors?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do we have anything we want to add to that story?
No, I mean, without getting into story, because it's just a snapshot, is we have other departments that receive a similar shoe stipend, if you will, and
Okay.
we'd like to discuss these other folks.
Okay. So it would be aligned with other,
Yeah, making it in line with others, yes.
Okay. Okay. Staff have any comments about that, or? Do they want to add anything? Okay. So we can go then to our interests on that. What are the interests for this? Rob?
Recruiting and retention.
Recruiting and retention. Any other interests for this? Alice, do you have something?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said it was for all mechanics and the supervisors,
Shop supervisor?
shop supervisors?
Yes, that's what I said, yeah.
Okay. So, and I just wanna ask another question. Where will the money come from, the shoes allowance?
Not that I don't want to answer your question, but I don't know sitting here. I was prepared for a snapshot tonight,
Okay.
so I'm not prepared to speak to the issue completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any interests that, the interest in recruiting and retention?
Yeah, I do safety.
Safety?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
For me, it would be fairness
Fairness?
to all employees.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
We can always add.
Yeah, of course. What are the data requests that we need for this? No? All right, that's our first snapshot. Excellent, very quickly done, nicely done. Here. All right, and another article, Rob, said you had? You wanna?
Typically, if they want to alternate, I
You wanna do
don't
one
know.
of
Do they have any?
Article 15, duration.
Duration, Article 15? Okay. All right, what we got to start on there?
We would just like to add the, another year to the contract that goes to, it'll be 2026 to 2027,
Okay. Add another year to the contract and make it from,
continuing 3 years.
so the end year would be FY '27. Correct. Thank you. Anyone want to add anything more to that or have any questions about that? Okay, any in the interest for that?
Recruiting and retaining.
Recruitment retention, okay. What else? Okay. Lois, any other interest for that? No? Okay.
Any data requests?
Do you need any data? No? Oh, no. That's a straightforward one. Okay. Wow, we are cruising right along. This is fantastic.
What article?
Okay, Rob, next article.
Yeah, Article 7.
Working conditions.
It is work schedule.
Work schedule, okay. Okay.
And I look at Barbara because
So we'll mark it all in here.
there is the need for us to have a discussion regarding flexibility of shifts,
Oh, okay, flexibility shifts.
specifically in maintenance.
Specifically in maintenance. Okay, I'll get Mark.
Facility maintenance.
No, maintenance. Flexibility is specifically maintenance, yep.
And I would just add before asking Barbara if she wants to add anything, that the district has gotten to the size we're at, and everybody's essentially still working the same shift.
Oh,
And I think some flexibility in that would be helpful for,
Size is bigger.
because of the size of the district, yeah.
Okay. Should we decide the district? Yeah, we'll cut Cheryl in a moment. Okay. Anything else to add to that, so that we have some notes here? I can take it over to her.
Definitely would like to have some more clarification on what's doable and what's allowable. It's very hard on some days to get into classrooms to do work because we're disrupting the learning environment. So I want to see what kind of opportunities there exist in order for us to be able to accomplish the significant volume of work that we receive on a day-to-day basis.
Anything else? Any comments, questions about this article? The flexibility of shifts? Go ahead, Ernest.
I have a question. So, if it's a shift change, is it gonna be temporarily or is it gonna be permanent?
Temporarily. Good job.
Well, I think that's why we're here to bargain it. And I think this is truly something that has to be done collaboratively. So I think that's all on the table to talk about.
Is it June 10th? Yep, permanent.
Or,
Yep. Houston?
Was the employees of the maintenance department, were they surveyed to know which one, like who wants to do the shift change and who don't want to do the shift change? Was they surveyed?
You represent the employees, meaning SPALC. We're here to talk about it from a management perspective. I don't think we're to the point where we will be surveying staff to see who wants to do what. I mean, this is just a snapshot of a potential issue that maybe we could collaborate on to improve the work conditions, not only for the district, but also for employees. Because in my 30 years in labor, there's a lot of employees that necessarily don't like a day shift. They would like to work in a different time of day. So I think that's what we're here to discuss. So Arlise, I can't answer your question. We haven't surveyed anybody.
Okay.
But the
Yes.
the idea is something that I think Ms. Cedeno clarified as to why we would potentially want to do it, so as to make it easier to get certain projects done.
Okay. I understand that, and I know what my position is, that I represent all employees, but they're also your employees. I asked a simple question, were they surveyed? That's all I wanted to know. And if it's a bargaining item that you want to have discussion on, it's fine. But one of my requests would be for the people in that department to be surveyed. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, as I sit here, I can tell you, unless something changes, we're not gonna survey the employees. So SPALC has done their own surveys in the past, and we would be willing to be cooperative in that respect.
Okay, that's fine. We can survey our numbers. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments on Article 7, work schedule? Specifically, the flexibility of shifts for maintenance due to the size of the district.
Oh, which also happen to be an interest, flexibility.
Flexibility is an interest, okay? We have needs more clarification, what's doable, what's allowable.
I'll add safety.
Safety, okay.
I'll add compliance with contractual agreements to get things done.
Contractual compliance, okay.
Student achievement.
So other interests or any parts of the story or anything over here?
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, what, the interest or the story or both? Both? Okay. So right now we have in our story, we have the flexibility of shifts for specifically the maintenance due to the size of the district, and we need some more clarification on what's doable and allowable. And then a question was asked, is the shift change going to be temporary or permanent? It was asked if employees were surveyed. And the interests are flexibility, safety, contractual compliance, and student achievement so far.
And I would like to give a story.
Okay.
All right, so I know that the majority of the guys over at maintenance also. A lot of the maintenance guys work other jobs, and they have been doing so for years. So that's very important, because if you try to force someone into a shift change, you're probably gonna be, looking for more employees, because they do have other jobs. A lot of them have their own businesses or work for other companies. So
Okay.
that is a real concern.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Or any other interests we need to add? Okay.
I don't know if you want to have Cheryl check in.
Yeah, we'll check in. These are all living documents, we could always add to them to get more information. Okay. Hi Cheryl, welcome to our meeting. Have you done interest-based
Amy.
bargaining before? Okay. In your binder, I was told there's a little 2-page snapshot. And every time we meet, we do a check-in. So to see what everybody is, and how they're feeling today. So we have some questions here. So just give your name, your position, how you're feeling today. This would be if you know of anybody who's missing, we'll cross your name off of here. If you have any time constraints, elephants are something that is preventing you from moving on, and we need to address them before we can move on. And then what your expectations are. So far, we've had the expectations to make progress, get off to a good start, learn more about the process, and Mark and I will help you meet those expectations. Those are expectations. So we'll have you start here to check in. Okay.
Excellent. I'm Cheryl Neely, and I'm the Executive Director of School Development for middle schools specifically. And I'm feeling great today, always. I was missing, but now I'm here, so we can mark me off the list. And then time constraints, other than, I'd like to go home at some point. I guess I don't have any. 6:15, I don't know who wrote 6:15, but I'm on for 6:15. And then elephants, I don't have any, pretty open, don't really hold on to elephants very much, so we let go of those. And then my expectations are just to be here, be present, and make sure that we follow through with, making sure that we make progress, because ultimately we all need to work together to get things done in our district. So I'm looking forward to being here and supporting everybody, so thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm Amy Friends, from Coordinator of Professional Development Department. Mark introduced himself for your facilitators tonight. You want us to overview?
Yeah, sorry. I'm Mark Aston, Principal of the Department of Academic Arts.
And Cheryl, we do take notes on this big chart paper. It's very archaic, just so everybody can see.
Yeah.
And our transparency, you can follow along.
You can't see my spelling mistakes, so that's a good.
We have so far created our norms, and we are now working on snapshots, gives us a little overview of the articles that we'll be working on during our sessions. Okay, so we have so far taken a snapshot on Article 6, which is uniforms, Article 15, duration, Article 7, work schedule, and do you guys have another article you'd like to open? Nope, all set. So do you want to start getting into Article 10?
Sure.
Okay, Article 10, you want to come over here? And that's going to be compensation. Does anybody want to get us started on some information about that?
Yeah, if I could, I would just simply like to start where we finished, which is essentially, when we last met, we spoke often about Evergreen, which is the firm that's doing our salary study. They are considerably down the road from when we last met and are about three weeks out from providing us with market position for jobs. And basically that will be information of whether or not we're above, below, et cetera, for the pay for those positions. So hopefully that will be before the end of March. And then there will be some information that they provide us that will include the mid, and max for positions. We purposely had SPALC go first, and then salary schedule N, and then teachers and admin. So we do have another update with them, I think tomorrow. Wednesday? Okay. So we meet with them at least once a week. I think they just surveyed or did some more work with the teachers recently. So we are pressing them for this data and information on SPALC positions as soon as we can get our hands on it. So that's the update on Evergreen, which I think will impact where we go with our salary schedules, because they are going to give us a recommendation on market rate, step and grade, that kind of thing. So the other piece is we do not yet have the end of the legislative session. That's Friday. So I anticipate an executive session with the board within the next 2 weeks. Keeping in mind spring break is coming, but we'll try to do it before then. As soon as Dr. Desmore and her staff can gather all the pertinent data and see where we're at. So that's pretty much the update from the district side.
Okay, thank you. Lois, Arlise, do you have anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, of course, I think, Rob said it, but definitely want to tackle leak compression. We have a lot of folks that are severely caught in compression, so
Okay.
I'm hoping they have an answer for that. Robert?
And I'm glad Lois mentioned it, because dealing with compression, I do think should be our #1 issue. But I don't think we can talk about the future without talking about the past, which was several short months ago. The deal we made was 8% across the board, which did not help compression. So I'm glad to hear SPALC saying that tonight.
Thank you. Anything more to add in the story for compensation? Anything for interest? We put down compression for one of the interests. What's your other interest?
Recruiting and retention.
Recruiting and retention. I think that is an evergreen interest. Okay, Lois?
This is probably more story.
Okay.
But one of the reasons we did tackle the 8% across is because of the, recruiting, which still is not helping to this day, so I just want to make that known that,
Okay,
you know, it was kind of a,
right.
you know, double-edged sword.
So 8% was part of recruiting, you said? Okay. Lucy, do you mind if I have? No? You need one? Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
Rob?
Yeah, competitiveness.
Competitiveness for an interest, okay. What?
Student achievement.
Student achievement. Other interests? Lois?
Morale.
Morale? Robert?
My opinion, I think once we fix the compression, kind of take care of the rest of everything else. I mean, that's one of the biggest pieces we have right now.
Okay, so you're concur with that compression, all right. Other interests? Are these?
I just would like for us to be mindful and make sure that we settle wages by start of fiscal year. Because.
Physical year or fiscal year?
I'm sorry.
The fiscal year?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. By fiscal year
Yeah.
25, I guess it would be, right?
Yeah, because what we don't want to happen is, you know, us being denied retro. So
Okay.
we really need it done before July 1st.
Okay. So is that an interest to finish by a certain date?
As soon as possible, but, you know, we just don't want our people coming back and then, you know, being a possibility for them not to get the retro because, you know, we were told that that might happen. That-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, and I appreciate Arlisa's comments, which therefore means just by looking at the calendar, having this conversation previously with Mr. Calfee and some others, even the other bargaining unit, we probably need to reach an agreement by the end of April.
Okay. So we're putting in the interest to reach agreement by the.
Yeah, and I'll just add, which I think is possible, so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Other interests, anything, or story parts?
I just want to say, as long as it's, you know, fair to the employees, we're not going to be put up under pressure, you know, to have it done by then. I just needed to say, you know, that about retro because, yeah, retro was a big thing and we're still working on some stuff now. So we're not going to be pressured to do it by the end of April, but I just wanted everybody to be mindful. We need it done at least by, you know, July 1. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, anything more to story, interests, data requests? Kevin does, okay.
I think the interest for the end of April was employees were working, so it would leave time for it to go to the board, time for it to be voted on, and then, so employees are here to vote on. So that was the rationale behind the end of April.
Thank you for sharing that rationale. Anything else you want to add to this snapshot for Article 10? This is a quiet session. Fantastic, Rob.
I have other issues under 10, but it's not
Okay, we'll we'll start another
Directly.
snapshot over here, the Article 10 continue. Go right ahead.
One is supplements for certifications,
Supplement.
industry certification.
Supplements or industry certifications.
Industry certification.
It's 10.03.
10.03. Anything else, or that you're gonna open under Article 10?
Yeah, there's, it would go under Article 10. There's currently no language relative to this, but it's the youth mental health training, the way people are paid for that.
They were I just read a report. for this.
YMHT.
Yes, YMHT.
Currently, folks are paid their hourly wage. If you'd like to talk about a supplement for that.
Okay. What else? Come on in if you're from bargaining. Anything else under, or not supplements, I'm sorry, compensation?
No.
Okay. Anything for you all for compensation? Article
Just want
10?
to clarify, Rob, so you said it was for the youth mental health
Health.
training?
Yeah. That's the state mandated training. Yes.
Rob, somebody?
Yeah, that's what that's up
That's
there
the
for.
industry certification as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it would fall under.
Barbara? I said 10,000 steps.
Just a question, would that also impact maintenance department employees, because we have certain, yep. Thank you.
Okay, what else? Any interest for this, art, or for
I
this?
think ours are the same, I mean,
Okay.
essentially.
So, yep. Compression, recruitment, retention, competitiveness.
Maybe not compression, but certainly the other one.
Any other interest here to add to this from the SPALC side? Any data requests? Lois?
Yeah, I guess for clarification, when we're talking about the youth mental health training, who does that really impact?
Boy, I'd have to get you I mean, that may be a data request. I'll get you the positions that certainly, paras, or should I say, what's their title? Instructional support, yeah.
I can step out of the box with this because I just read the
Yeah,
report.
Amy she does the report, so
Yeah,
she can step
I
out
just
of
read
the
the report. The only people that I had to pull out were clinic aides and safety and security specialists. That's the only people that I had to pull out. Everybody else was on that report for the entire district. So, but we'll definitely can clarify, is that correct? Yeah, I think so too. I'll step back. Thank you. All right. Seeing no other story or interest or data request for Article 10 compensation, move on to Article 11. Is it just benefits or insurance benefits? Okay, for benefits, what do we want to add to?
Nothing, actually. We don't have anything under benefits from the district side.
Okay, nothing. So status quo, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, status quo. Okay.
Story of interest.
Story. Spell, anything about benefits, interests, status quo? Or actually, we do have some interest, I would imagine.
Well, it's retention and recruiting and
Yeah.
the welfare of our employees, all those types of things.
Any data requests for that? Okay. Just kind of recap. We have opened up, how many articles here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, so we have opened up Article 6, which is, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Uniforms? Uniforms, okay.
Unicorns, no.
Oh, you said unicorns.
Article 6 is working conditions.
Working conditions, okay. Article 15, which is duration. Article 7, work schedule. Article 10, compensation. Article 11, benefits. We have captured all of our snapshots. We've got under an hour and we didn't even start on time. That's amazing. Do we want to move on and start working on one of the snapshots, or do we need to convene with our teams now we've collected this information? What would we like to do?
Yeah, as really the owner of 2 of the snapshots we chose 2 items. I wasn't necessarily prepared to get into long story tonight, so, but I don't want to waste people's time either, so it's your pleasure.
Scott, what would you like to do?
Can we caucus for like 5 minutes? Just-
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you need to caucus, Rob? Do you need to caucus?
Oh, we don't, but I do need some indulgence. The dues collection language is also in this contract, and we can't deduct dues. And that's in Article 2. So I'm asking for forgiveness for not reopening 2 for that purpose, to remove the dues deduction language pursuant to law, or do what we did similarly with TELC.
I was gonna say, if we have the ability to go back to the table, yes.
Thank you.
So do you want us to say align language to?
Yeah, I think we could actually,
Article 2 and then just
we
do an
could
option?
perhaps have an orange circle if.
I think we could too. All right, so can we put up an option? Lois, I'm sorry, Lois, are these your question? I apologize.
I have a question.
Sure.
So, they wanna open up 3 articles?
No, if you're gonna give me the Hobson's choice of then having to withdraw one, I mean, we've done this in the past and the parties have agreed because it's just one provision in an article.
Okay, we need to caucus.
Okay, before
on
we do
all of
that.
this.
Okay,
And we'll let you know when we come back.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. Tim.
All my kids are daughters coming out, it's like she's making chicken with salad. That's really it's all good. Okay. Yeah. How's it doing? Okay. So we have like a pass over. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what he said. He just says that. Yeah. So we cross the border over there.
Yes. Yeah. Today Dr. Seuss Day, I love the socks. Elementary school? Which school is that? Rural Elementary. Okay. Oh, wow, I just love that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing good. How you doing? Good.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what I read.
So which one should I use? Then I put one that's sticking up. Split over that. One quick for shoes. We'll withdraw the shoes.
I'll write that down.
To nominate more
Would you have? Obviously, the adjusters. Take advantage of these Exactly. No, I used to throw crap out we used to throw big cars to great and they're staking.
Yeah, we had. That's what we.
So this is a report decision. No, but I read it though. They said that you say it's.
She wasn't so before, she only, she just got 6 milligrams per feet. Put her in my office, activity, that's where she so that I'm able to communicate to but then she found out, they got her back credentials to go from the credential.
And they're so smart. And she's barking and. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, go ahead and get started. We'll start with caucus report. SPALC as a caucus of District 9, so you report out, please.
Yeah, we were a little caught off guard with the extra article opened and we're not really comfortable with 3. So we're hoping you guys can pick which 2 you want.
Okay.
What does that mean? What's discomforting about one provision?
What does our contract book says? How many articles can we open? Is it 2 and 2? And then compensation and benefits?
I believe.
I think that's what it says, but that's what we're gonna follow the contract.
So I'll withdraw 6 and we want to bargain 2.
Okay. Okay, so we will go ahead and do a story. What is the title of Article 2, please?
Working conditions.
2 is rights, privileges, and responsibilities.
Sorry.
Okay, story? How do you want it? Did it start on it?
I will, but before I go any further, I'm looking for the reopener language, and it just has one sentence that says the parties agree to commence negotiations of a reopener no later than March 31st. I'm looking for the language about opening 2 items, and articles, if someone could show it to me, it's in Article 3. Okay, got it, thank you. So the story on Article 2 is the legislature removed the ability for school districts to deduct dues from employees, union member employees' pay. And as a result, the language in the provision regarding dues deductions in Article 2 is no longer valid. So we are simply asking that that language be stricken and replaced with language that says if the law changes back, we'll renegotiate. And it's 2.036.
Anything to add to that? Scott, do you have anything you want to add?
Right now, we know that we have stuff that's being worked on in Tallahassee.
Okay.
So we would like for it to, say if the law is reversed, that we will have a dues deduction again. Thank you.
Okay. What part of the story was? And the interests on anything?
Compliance.
Any other interests? Okay. We got our requests on that? Okay. So now we have open, excuse me, we withdrew.
Well, can I speak to that? So the language in Article 3.01 per N1, the last sentence says, one additional article may be reopened upon mutual agreement of the parties. So I'm asking for a mutual agreement to reopen Article 6 so we can talk about shop supervisors and mechanics getting shoes.
And he's saying shop supervisors. I'm in the same position that I was in when we came back from caucus. So it's not agreement on our side. We're not gonna agree with it. We took a vote and our people said 2 articles, and that's what we're gonna go with.
So SPALC is saying they won't cordially agree, mutually agree in this interest-based setting to allow us to discuss that?
Listen, I don't know how many times we have to repeat the same thing. We answered the question. We went into caucus. We came back and told you, Lois told you what our people said in caucus. And I'm kind of confused, and you guys are saying shop supervisors too. So are we bargaining for supervisors now?
I'm talking about people that are part of the bargaining. Well, are we talking about this issue or
Well,
are we not?
You're trying to put pressure on me, but you guys keep saying supervisors. We don't bargain for supervisors, okay? So that's another issue.
I'm going to say that both sides were into assume good intentions as part of our norms that we agreed upon. Everybody's here coming with good intentions and coming with offers that they think.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
But then when, we go back to our offices or whatever, when we walk out this door, our members are gonna be calling us because they're probably, tuned in on YouTube and, blasting us out, saying you guys are sitting there negotiating for people that you don't supposed to be negotiating for. So we just need to be, mindful of what is being presented to us.
I don't know. Roger, can you clarify that for me?
You're asking me now, so I'm gonna be honest. We just want to get our people a second pair of boots. That's all we're trying to do.
Thank you.
Everybody who's in there with transmission fluid, oils, grease, and everything else. Other departments get that. All we're looking for is trying to give you mechanics a second supplement to get 2 pairs of boots in there. And yes, we would do it for the supervisors as well. So anybody who's working in the shop, we're looking to get them an additional pair of boots.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
Okay. I'll just clarify in case people couldn't hear. They're just looking to get anybody who works in the shop an additional pair of boots. So, Rob, do we need to remove the shop
Yeah, take the supervisors off.
Okay.
I know, obviously that was talked about internally and I misspoke, so I apologize for that.
Gotcha.
We're only here to bargain with folks that belong to, or I shouldn't say belong to, that are governed by the SPALC contract.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. Thank you, Roger, for that clarification.
So if we take shop supervisors off, then we reopen this article and talk about this article.
It's up to them. Okay, where do we want to go next from here? Do we want to stick with what we've got here? Do we want to do some interest for Article 2? Does taking the shop supervisors off make a change in your opinion? Do we have, yeah, we still have interest, if we stick with Article 2, let's at least finish up this.
Yeah, we need to stick with Article 2, he scratched 3. If you want to continue with 2.
Scratch 6.
I mean, 6. If you want to continue with 2, that's fine. Or
Okay.
we can go to another one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any more interest for Article 2? Other than compliance? Nope. Okay. All right. So going back to our agenda here, we have completed a snapshot of all the articles that we opened. Do we want to discuss any of these articles? I know the district said that they were not prepared to go into depth with any of their story. Does SPALC want to go and start opening one of these, or do we want time to convene with your groups and meet at our next meeting, I believe is March 13th? Right?
Yeah, I don't mind doing 2. I think in some ways we've already done it.
Okay.
I know Arlene said something to the effect of, if this, then that. I would be more inclined to put an option up that if the law eventually permits dues deductions, that we would bargain that issue.
Okay. So you want me to start that as an option, Ralph, that is the law that we will bargain the issue to dues deduction? Okay. Got it. I will put up that option. I got rid of the paper, so, sorry. So option 1, if legislation changes, then dues deduction will be bargained. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. You want to test that option? Does anybody have any questions or comments or another option they want to add?
If legislative changes, then dues deductions will be bargained.
I don't remember what the TELC language was, so.
We have it here. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
So the language was to strike the current language and replace it with,
All right, that's right.
pursuant to the statute, payroll deductions are no longer permitted. In the event the statute is changed or amended, the parties agree to renegotiate the ability to deduct dues.
Okay, so what does it align to the TELC
Yes, that's fine.
option? Do you want him to read that one more time?
No, actually,
No.
I have it.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. You can just say align to TELC.
Just put top language.
TELC language, yeah. Okay. Any comments, questions on this language? Would you like to test it? Oh, sorry, go.
Yeah, if you can just note that, we have an interest in the payroll deduction.
Okay. And resuming it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, comments? Rob?
I like to test.
Okay, we're going to test option 1 for Article 2, to align to the top language, that if the legislation changes, that the dues deduction will be brought again. Okay. You see thumbs if you're okay with this, thumbs to the side. I'm sorry, Cheryl, and Fernando did not put the thumbs to you, I apologize.
Maybe in another meeting.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. We will do an orange circle for that. We appreciate that. Okay. So, SPALC, thinking of the article that you open duration, did you want to talk more about that tonight?
Yeah, we just want to keep it to 3 years, like, just to kind of keep the same.
Do you want to use that, pose an option for that?
Article,
15. And it's supposed to be test?
So let me write an option up for it first, okay? So we're going to do option article 15. And what would be your option, what would be your option language you want us to say?
So the duration would be, 2000, for fiscal year 25, it would be 25, 26.
Okay, so FY 25 would be next year, yep.
And then we have 20, oh my God, 25, 26, 26, 27?
So so fiscal year 25 is 24, 25. so
Yeah,
that's
24,
FY
25.
So 25, 26 would be FY 26.
Yeah, and then 26, 27.
Okay, and then you want FY 27. Okay, so you would like the contract to be for FY 27. Kevin has a comment, Rob does too.
Probably say what Kevin's gonna say. So we need to eliminate, in 1503, and Lois, correct me if I'm wrong, you need to eliminate FY 24 and add FY 27, which is 2026, 2027,
What was the article, I'm sorry?
15.03.
So eliminate FY 24 and add FY 27.
Right, and then all the other provisions in there that have years, we just need to add an additional year. So the one that says 24 would go to 25. 15.032 says 2025, that would go to 2026.
So update years to align.
Correct.
Change FY 20. Are you okay if we add that to the option, Lois, or do you want us to do the separate option?
Could you repeat what that?
What do you say? Okay, so we have to eliminate the FY 24 and then move everything out of year. So like the ending year would be FY 27, anything that says FY 25 would now be FY 26, anything, so all the years would be updated according to the new schedule. Okay. Are you okay if we add that to your option, or do you want us to
That's
make? Okay. Rob, are you okay if we add your language to that option? Okay.
Yeah, so is FY 20?
Add FY 26 and update all fiscal years accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is 15.03 and 15.06, you said?
15.03 and 15.06, yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Lois, you want to test that, or do you need to add something to it, want to test it? Okay. All right, if I could get a show of thumbs if you agree with this. All right, another orange circle, great job. All right, we still have, I think this is the only one that's SPALC opened.
Yes.
We've got Articles 10 and 11. Yeah, yeah,
Well, 11, there's nothing to talk about.
nothing on the cool. Well,
In 7, I've got to spend some time with Barbara, I'm not
okay.
there yet.
Sure. So with that, are we okay adjourning? All right, very nice to meet on everyone. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. We will see